Make a quick video on my first ever ironwood bow. This this is just an experiment. I may never actually shoot this bow. It's still green. I've strung it up. I haven't drawn it. I'm just kind of learning the material. I split it off the back of this stave here. So that's going to be the main bow. Very straight grained, very splintery. Before I ever even started on this, I asked John Riggs. He's a very experienced bow maker, and he warned me about that, and it is true. So when you get to your final steps, this piece, it was very straight grained. It split, perfectly, almost uniform from the top all the way down to the bottom. It was a little wider at the bottom, so I had to do a lot of tillering on the bottom half of the board. But the last little bit, you want to use a very, like say, aggressive sandpaper, or just a more of a scraping technique. I should be able to get a very nice bow out of this piece here. I'll be able to get a stave like that, which I will do. I'm going to let this dry for a little while. Like I said, this one was just this little bow here was just an experiment to kind of get familiar with it. Ironwood has this gray, almost green tint to it. The green is actually, I think it might be a little bit of a fungus growing on it, but it's gray with these whitish gray blotches on it, and it's very veiny. Looks like another name for it's musclewood. It has these ridges growing through it, and almost looks like a flexed hand with the tendons and stuff in it. So that's a very good indicator. You can ID these just by their bark, and they grow in creek bottoms and stuff like that. So you kind of expect to find it with like willow and maybe some of the hickories that like more swampy places. Anyways, this bow is going to be very light. It actually has a hinge right up in here. So I've got some more, tillering work, but nice little experiment. Very stout wood, where this was down here. This would have made an excellent bow, just this lower portion. They have found a lot of ironwood artifact bows. Sorry, my camera's not focusing right now, but there we go. Ironwood has been found in a lot of artifact digs. I've been told by a guy who did a lot of woodworking that ironwood was a favored wood by some indigenous peoples. Like I said, I found that one at the Bass Pro Shop Museum that had a bamboo string, so that would have had to have been a little further south. I'm about an hour from the Arkansas border, and I have yet to find bamboo, but I know it grows within about 20 miles of where I live. So, and it is to the south, along with river cane and stuff. So, definitely a good resource if you find it. Makes great walking sticks. Just don't over harvest it, because it can be hard to come by. Where I picked these, or this stave, was a very high population of them. So, like I said in my video where I found them, I wasn't taking anything that was like requiring, really needed to reproduce. So, and this one was damaged at the top. So anyways, just to look at that.